Alright everybody, this is something I've been working on. It's I wanted to figure out a way to have something that I could carry flat when I was in the woods that would allow me to do a little bit of cooking if I didn't have anything better to use. And this is what I came up with. What I did was I went to an arts and crafts store and I bought a roll of 36 gauge aluminum tooling foil which is about 5 mils thick, and it's much thicker than anything you can buy in the supermarket. I started off using the heavy-duty grill foil that you get at Kroger or whatnot, and it just didn't work. So I went and got this. This was $6.60 for a 10-foot roll. And what you do to start off with is you cut it so that you have a 12-inch square. This is just 12 by 12. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take one end, you're going to put it on the other, you're going to bring it down, so you have a triangle, just like you'd fold a bandana. The next thing you're going to do is take one corner and bring it up, and there's no measurements for this, but what you do is you bring it up until this corner touches over here, and this side here and this bottom here is equal or parallel from each other. So I'm just going to fold that. And you want to be gentle with this stuff. And just crease it down like that. And you take the other side and you bring it up like that. And do the same thing. And then the last part is you take this here, you open this little pocket that flap made, the outside flap, and you push this into here. And if it takes me a minute to do this, just please be patient. You want to get it in there without getting it crumpled or bound up. And then you push everything flat. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Okay, good. And then what you end up with is this, which what you do is just take this back part and open it up, and you have a fireproof cooking implement. If you really pop these open, I took a measuring cup, you can get about a pint in there, filled just below the rim. But what I found out is the greedier you get and the more you force in there, the more likely that you're going to get leaks. So if you just push it open like this, to where it's mildly open, you can get easily 8 to 10 ounces in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go outside and get a fire started, and I'm going to make a little bit of tea, and we'll see how it works. Alright, well, here we go. It's been on the fire for about 5 minutes, and it's getting steamy, as you can see. I'm kind of keeping it out of the hottest part of the fire. It's just kind of sitting over there at the side with the coals. And I'm trying to keep the flames and the coals away from the bottom, because that's where I think it's the weakest. But actually here, if you wait just a second, if you bend that over like that, it kind of makes a lid, keeps the ash out of there. So we'll see how long it takes to boil. Alright, well, we're at about 17 minutes, and well, not quite a full boil, but I went and put my tea bags in, and I'm not sure if we have any leaks or not, but we'll see when we get inside. So I'm going to pour my tea out and head inside, and we'll take a look. Alright, well, we're back inside, and I was able to get a nice cup of tea going, and I'm enjoying that right now. And I just wanted to go over how this is made one more time real quick, and talk about a few things I think it'd be useful for. I forgot to mention at the beginning, this is actually an origami fold. I learned this in art class a long time ago, and it's a really basic origami fold. It's actually the only one I remember, but I'll just show it to you one more time. And then if I was going to complete this, I'd take that and tuck it in there, but I'm just going to fold it over here. And it actually works pretty well if you just do fold it over there. I just want to go over basically some final thoughts about this. I'll be up front here. I did have some leaking, and I don't know if you can see over here, but I just filled this up with water, and there are a few drops coming out. But overall, I think that's just kind of a design compromise. I'm going to have to live with that. I'm going to try to figure out some ways to seal that up. But I have 3 of them here I made, and just to give you an idea of the size of them, they're about the same profile as a CD case, and 3 of them together are about the same thickness, and the weight of these is probably, I'm going to say probably 3 ounces. Very portable, very lightweight. One other thing is there's a few other things I think these would be good to be used as, and one of them is if you have to make char cloth, you can just put your charring material in here like you would anything else, put this flap over, push it into the flap like I showed you in the beginning, and actually you'll have a little bit of air holes here even if it's sealed tight, which would be perfect for charring cloth. Another thing is you could also, if you didn't want to boil something, you could put whatever you could get out of the woods or you brought with you in here, seal this up, put it in the coals, and it would probably make a nice little steaming container. Another thing is that when you have these with you, they're good for anything else aluminum foil would be good for. If you need a reflective surface for cooking or for reflecting fire heat back on you, it'll be good for that. And also, if you unfold it, you have a 12-inch square piece of reflective material that you could use for signaling. So that's pretty much it. This is my first YouTube video, and I hope I didn't botch it up too bad. And I hope this is something useful that you guys can benefit from.